Welcome to FPL Grind, where I will be helping you in making your dream FPL team. So, I had a fairly decent game week 13, and now let's take a look at what to do for game week 14. So, let's take a look at the top transfers in for this week. First up is Brian Mbuemo, who is still one of the most decent budget midfielders in the game. Second is Anthony Gordon, who is proving that he is a great player in Newcastle every week. Then we have Bukayo Saka, who is really consistent in delivering points for Arsenal. Then we have Alexander Zinchenko, who is playing more regularly now, and Arsenal have a decent run of fixtures coming up. And so is Saliba at number 5. So let's take a look at my team for this game week. In goal I have Alphonso Areola. Definitely, because Matt Turner is not playing anytime soon again. I guess 37.8% of people own him and he costs £4.3 million. He faces Crystal Palace, who are a little bit on the bounce as easy returns. But let's see. I have literally no hopes of a clean sheet from West Ham because they always concede a goal. But you know what? I never stop hoping. So yeah, I'm still hoping for a clean sheet against Crystal Palace. Let's take a look at my defense. My first defender is Matty Cash, who is proving to be a huge waste of money in this tight budget FPL team. So he's definitely going out in the next few game weeks. He faces Bournemouth this time, so he will stay for this week. My next defender is Emerson from West Ham, who faces Crystal Palace at home again, just like Alphonso Areola. At least he plays regularly every time, so he is not a really bad pick, and he's an enabler as well because he costs only £4.5 million. Yeah, I know there are many other defenders, but I guess over the long run, West Ham are a team much better in defense than Crystal Palace or Sheffield United. You know, I'm talking about Baldock. My last defender is Tsimikas, who faced Manchester City last game week, so I definitely did not expect much from any Liverpool defender, but still it was not a very bad fixture. So yeah, he is now owned by 13% of managers and his cost is £4.7 million. Let's take a look at my midfield. My first midfielder is my favorite FPL player, Mo Salah, who faces Fulham at home, so it is a pretty great fixture and you can definitely captain him this week. I'll be talking about that. £13 million is his price and he is now owned by 48.6% of people, his all-time high, I guess. My next midfielder is Bukayo Saka, who faces Wolves, and Bukayo Saka is pretty consistent, as I said earlier. He always provides assists almost every game week and sometimes scores penalty as well, if he doesn't give it away, that is. He costs £8.8 million now and his price is definitely increasing with a slow rate, so if you want to get him, please get him because he is going to touch the 9 million mark pretty soon. My next midfielder is Wang Hee-chan, who scored a penalty in the last game, and I was pretty happy about it because he is now the penalty taker of Wolves for a temporary basis, but let's see how long that lasts. I got points from him last weekend, so yeah, it was pretty nice. He costs only £5.6 million, so he's a great pick at this point, and he is always giving returns this season, so you might get him in the near future. He's only owned by 5.7% of managers, so he's definitely a differential player. My next midfielder is James Ward-Prowse, who again blanked, I guess, after his 11-point haul. So yeah, let's give him some more time because still West Ham have a lot of decent fixtures and Bowen is flagged. So I would really like Ward-Prowse on my team. And my last midfielder is Heung-min Son, who faces Manchester City away. Definitely Spurs are going to lose that match because they are not playing like they were playing before 2 game weeks. And due to the absence of Maddison, there's an absence of creativity in the whole team. and Udogie and Romero are not there, so even the defense is shaken. Yeah, even Mickey Van de Ven is injured. Like, Spurs is back to being Spurs. So yeah, ever since I took Son, he hasn't given me any haul. That is pretty sad if he doesn't perform in the next 3-4 game weeks. I have to think about if he stays on the team or not. Anyways, we can expect a little bit of points from Son because he is definitely going to take penalties if there are penalties, but Manchester City don't really give penalties. Spurs are still a creative team, and even though Madison is not there, there can still be some good chance creation. So let's see what happens. Coming on to the forwards, I have Erling Haaland, who faces Tottenham, and with Tottenham defense on ventilator, as I should say, Haaland can really provide some numbers here. So he is always dangerous, and you can never count him out of the game. 82.8% of people own him, and he costs £14 million. My next forward is Carlton Morris, who has scored points last week, and I'm pretty happy because that is pretty rare. And yeah, if a 5.3 million striker gives you points, it is definitely a happy week for you. He faces Brentford this time, who are not very strong defensively, might concede a penalty or might concede a goal, and Morris can be involved in that. He can give an assist or he can score a goal. Only 3.4% of people own him, so he's definitely a differential, and his price is on the low right now. He might get a little bit expensive if he scores one more goal this week, so I'm hoping for that. And yeah, that's all. Coming up to the armband choices, I'm thinking of making Mo Salah my captain because Liverpool versus Fulham is a really favorable fixture for Liverpool, and Haaland faces Tottenham, so I'm definitely making Salah my captain this weekend as well. Now coming on to the bench, Turner, who is waste, Osula, who can give you 1 point every week as it appears because he is now playing, Romero, who faces one more week of ban with City and will come on for West Ham next week, so yeah, he's still on the team. And then Botman, who is a pretty big issue in my team right now because Eddie Howe isn't confirming when he can return, and I don't definitely see any concrete proofs of him returning any soon, in the next 2 or 3 game weeks. Let's see if he returns. I have one free transfer right now, which is pretty rare for me this late time of the week. I definitely have made my transfers every time early in the weekend, and that is pretty dangerous, but I like risks, and those risks have often rewarded me, not with rewards but with penalties only. So yeah, squad cost is £98.9 million, bank balance is £2.3 million. So that's it. Thanks for watching. If you found the video helpful, please like and subscribe to FPL Grind. It really feels nice. Have a good game week. Peace out.